This is our first major production since COVID.
Come on, everyone.
And please come support us.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the show, or what do you like
the
most?
last song.
The finale? Yeah.
Yeah, the finale was fantastic. Just such high energy. Just brought the whole play together, you know, and I'm a believer too. So
All of it.
Yeah, is there just everything's really good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dulux, such a perfect town.
I love Lord Perquad. I think his character was really good, and it was really funny.
Yeah, like the way he walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the raffle drawing to determine who will have the honor of rescuing Princess Fiona from the fiery keep of the dragon!
Moving stuff in the back is quite fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
It was a very enjoyable and fun experience. Most of the time the band practiced separately from the cast, but then even though at first when the rehearsals of the band and the cast were starting to coming together, it was a bit chaotic at first, but then we managed to kind of make up for it.
All the parties off the hook.
I'm doing you all.
That's the story of my life.
And remember, we fight you back in the kingdom. You will be executed.
you know, and they did a really good job. Everyone.
Yeah.
I know how much work it is. Right?
Yeah, I heard the
Stagecraft,
rehearsals were really long.
makeup, the band, right? The actors, amazing.
Yeah.
For my HLs, I take film, English, and global politics. And for my SL subjects, I take mathematics, ESS, and Chinese.
I take math, computer science, physics HL, and I take ESS, English and Chinese SL.
For my HLs, I take business, chemistry, and physics, and for my SLs, I take math, English, and Chinese.
My studying methods typically vary. It depends kind of what subject it is. For more academically sort of rigorous subjects, things like math that require specific practice, just going through the motions again and again. There's only one way you can really study for things, and that is either A, poring over your notes, or B, getting through practice questions.
For business, I do make notes, and especially documents or some slides, kind of just reviewing the material. However, if it's something like physics, I usually don't do the practice questions. I just mainly understand the content very strongly, and kind of similarly for chem. Around 6 hours.
I would say I get at least 6 hours, but 8 hours at maximum.
Typically, what I'll try and do for myself is I will get to sleep around 9 p.m., wake up about 6 o'clock in the morning, then have an hour of studying. That's typically when I'm most functioning.
I manage my stress by not only focusing on the tests or academics. Sometimes I feel like having some fun, like playing video games or watching videos. I think those are fine.
I do some art things, just something completely different from my academic choices. And I also just play video games a lot to cope with stress.
To manage my stress, I think to me, even though it may seem unproductive or like I'm not using time to study effectively, I see it as a matter of this constant push between burning out and staying sane, right? And if I want to score well on tests, I need to stay sane and not burn out. And so taking time to relax, taking time to de-stress, taking time to do things that I enjoy is always a part of that balance to make sure I am functioning at the level I want to. They're not too hands-on. They're not like helicoptering over everything I do. They may play a supportive role. They're not distant either. They more take the approach of if I need help, they're there for me.
Well, they just kind of let me do whatever subjects I want to do. All of the choices I make about my subjects and what I want to do is mainly for me.
I always make sure I do work after dinner, and before that I can have some free time. I organize things so that I can finish all my work in one day, and if that doesn't work out, I guess I'll have to sleep lately, but that doesn't matter.
I don't think I use my time too efficiently, to be honest, because I'm the type of person that doesn't do well with long-term planning. So I do procrastinate quite a bit. However, some ways I do deal with procrastination was, the stress of acknowledging the stress of, I have to get the work done, obviously.
I think having a solid support structure, I talked briefly about the role my parents play, but I think it's understated sometimes how important friends are.
I think the most important thing that helps me with my academics is, first of all, time management, because I really want to know what I'm doing so that I don't lose track, I don't get distracted, so that I can always finish my work, finish studying for my tests.
Both a balance of my own life and also my academic life. I can't all put my life into academics and keep grinding it out day to day. So, because that would get me burnt out and I'd be very, very tired and very deprived of my social life. And I would like to balance out my social life by going out with friends, talking with friends, playing video games with friends, just balancing my life in general and taking care of myself just to make sure I'm not burnt out in either one of them.
What is your name and what sport do you play?
I'm Joanne and I love the swim team.
So what's the environment like?
It's a really nice and communicative environment.
What is something you enjoyed during the season?
I really enjoyed the morning training breakfasts that we had as a team.
How has this sport made you grow as a person?
I think through all the years I've swam, I really developed my resilience and persistence to swimming, and I also developed a lot of my collaborative skills because of the fact that our team is so close together. And
Thank you. So what is your name and what sport do you play?
My name is Aiden and I do cross country and water polo.
What is the environment like?
The environment is friendly but competitive and fosters development and encourages us to do better than we already are.
What's something you enjoyed during this season?
I enjoyed practicing with my teammates because it made practicing more lively.
And how has this sport made you grow as a person?
Sports like cross country and water polo require a lot of energy, and it taught me how to endure pain.
My name is Keith from grade 11 and I like to swim. I'm on the swim team.
And how has this sport made you grow as a person?
Swimming definitely involves a lot of persistence and perseverance, so that has helped me a lot.
So what is something you enjoyed during the season?
I enjoyed participating in competitions such as ISSFHK.
So what's the environment like?
The environment is very enjoyable and we have a lot of laughs during training.
And do you have any hobbies outside of sports?
Yeah, I like to go hiking. I like to eat and it's hard.
I'm supposed to say something, okay, I'll say in 3, 2, 1. The environment is very fun and we have a lot of laughs.
Wait, can you say something?